welcome back to my channel. Before we get started with today's video, remember to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and without further ado, let's get on with the video. Today's video is going to be a recommendations video. I'm going to be giving you all of these summer book recommendations, and hopefully you will find some on this list that you are interested in. And if you have any recommendations for summery books, let me know in the comments. And I have several different genres to go over. We've got adult thriller, we've got YA thriller, YA horror, a little bit of fantasy horror, romance, all that kind of stuff. So we are just going to dive on into the recommendations. To start off, we'll go with adult thrillers. The first one I have to talk about is Not My Husband by Kathryn Grant. This is about this woman. She gets married to this guy, and she wakes up on their honeymoon at this resort, and she wakes up and the guy that's in bed with her is not the man she married. He claims to be the man she married, but she's like, no, it's not you. How do you know so much about me? You're not the same guy. And nobody believes her or will do anything about it. And I really enjoyed this. It was really fast-paced, interesting, and I really had no idea what was going on. And I definitely had a good time with this one. And the next one I want to talk about is The Greek Island by A.J. McDine. This one just recently came out at the end of May, and I read this as an ARC. It's a slower paced thriller, and it is about this woman. She goes with her, I believe it's her husband, to Greece, like an island in Greece, with a bunch of his friends from college, and they're all rich. And in that rich lifestyle, she does not feel like she belongs because she did not grow up that wealthy. And they get there, and then in the synopsis, it says someone is murdered, and that does happen, but not until over halfway through the book. So there's a lot of drama. It's very drama, rich people drama, a lot of stuff going on, and just a lot of, like I said, drama. But there is a murder, and it's very interesting, and it is there's not too much action, but it's still a very fun time. Next is The Hitchhikers by Chevy Stevens. This is a very dark thriller, and this is about these two people. They are married. They are going, they have an RV, and they're going RVing around British Columbia, Canada, back in the 70s, I believe. And they come across these two young people who are they're a couple, and they are on their own, and they let them join them on their RV till they get to their stop, because they were probably just going to take the bus or something. So they say, hey, we'll drive you there. And so they join, but it turns out that they are murderers, and they just murdered some people, and they are now on the run, and they are holding these this married couple hostage. Very dark, very intense, but a very, very fun time. And next we have YA thrillers. We've got Into the Sublime by Kate A. Borman. This is a slower paced thriller. This is about this girl. She ends up going into this, what would you call it? This cave with water, anyways, with these other girls that she met online, and they go down there, and she is the only one to return. And it goes between then and now, back when they went down to the lake or the cave, and then current, present day, when she's being interviewed by the police. And it's very, very spooky and eerie, but it also has the summer water adventure-y vibes. Next is another YA thriller. We've got What We Did to Survive by Megan Lally. This is a boat thriller. It is about these three characters. It is about this girl and her best friend and her best friend's brother. They end up going on this boat with this other guy that they meet, and who her best friend is immediately falling for. And so they go, even though it is bad conditions and all the other adults are saying don't go on the boat, it's not safe, but the guy is convinced to go, and her best friend is like, I'm going with him, you guys can stay or go, I don't care. So of course her brother and our main character decide to go with her on this boat with this guy and this captain who he found that was the only person willing to take them that day because of the poor weather conditions. And then they get stuck at sea, and It's just a very twisty thriller. It's fun, it's short, it's fast-paced, and there is a twist in this that I did not see coming. And then the next one is a YA horror, and that is You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight by Callan Bayron. This is actually my favorite horror book of all time. I'm sure you've heard me talk about it. But this one is a summer camp slasher, and basically it follows our main character, who is a camp counselor at this summer camp, and weird, creepy things start going on, and people start getting murdered, and it's very dark, very eerie, very spooky, but it has that summer campy vibe, and I really enjoyed this one. Next, we have a fantasy that has horror elements, and that's Snake Eater by T. Kingfisher. This is definitely giving the summer vibes because this takes place in the desert, so it's giving those hot, hot, humid days. And basically this is about this woman who moves to this town, and it's a very small town. She moves there because she wants to live with her aunt, but when she gets there, it turns out her aunt has passed away, but the house is still there, and so the town's like, why don't you stay and live in her house? And then weird things start going on. She's seeing things, just very, very weird, creepy. There's like, I don't want to spoil anything, but there's like kinds of gods and animals. And my favorite character was honestly, there was this person, obviously my favorite character was a person, but honestly my second favorite was the dog. She has a dog and I love the dog so much. Anyways, that is that book. Words are starting to fail me. I don't know why this happens every time I sit down to film a video. I cannot get my words out properly, but we still got some more books to go through, so let's just dive into those. All of these are romance. We'll start with adult romance that is not contemporary. We have Breathless by Kat Wynn. This is a fish monster romance, so it has that summery vibe because he is a fish monster. And they meet online on like an online like Reddit type thing. And then they become friends, and then they end up meeting in person because she tracks him down and goes to his house and discovers he's a fish monster. He's a fish man. Next is Not Your Problem Cowboy by Harley Knight. This is a cowboy small town romance. It is Wide Shoes Omegaverse, and I put this as not contemporary because it is Omegaverse, and obviously that's not realistic. But she inherits this property, but the catch is, in order to inherit it and be able to sell it, she has to live there for 3 months. And the property comes with these 3 hot cowboy alphas who are there and don't want her to sell it. Well, they want her to sell it to them, but of course she has to stay there, and they're not happy about that. She's not happy about that. But then, of course, they end up falling for each other, and so good. Then we have adult contemporary romance. We got The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas. This is a vacation book. It is workplace. It is a little bit of enemies to lovers, and they work together, and then they fake date, and they go to her, is it her sister's wedding? Somebody's at a destination, and they go there, and they are fake dating, pretending to be together, and it's just a very sweet, fun time, full of banter, and I loved it. And next, for adult contemporary romance, we have Cowboy Casual by Holly Renee. Small town, single dad, cowboy romance. It's giving all the fun summer cowboy vibes, and it's just such a fun read. I really loved these characters, and it's just a great single dad romance. And it is also Second Chance. And then lastly, we have a YA romance, and that is Smash or Pass by Birdie Shea. This is set at a summer camp. It is sapphic. The main character has autism, and she goes to this camp and meets this girl, and they become friends. And it's like this volleyball camp. The other one's really good at volleyball, so she teaches the main character how to play, and they fall for each other. And that is it for my list of summer book recs. Let me know if you have read any of these, if you've added any of these to your TBR, or again, if you have any book recs for me or just for everyone else, let me know in the comments. And if you made it this far and don't feel like commenting any of that, you can leave how about any summer emoji, whatever emoji screams summer to you. And before you guys go, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, turn on post notifications. I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everyone.